Hey there, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Star Wars Guys Say Heroes video. I'm Zuko.
And I'm Exum.
And this is
The High Ground.
Alright guys, so this is going to be a short video talking about the news that just dropped about Darth Revan.
As short as we can make it, because we do have a couple points that we want to talk about, specifically myself, since I am getting Darth Revan.
Yes, he is.
You guys saw our last video. But yeah, his kit dropped today. Huge news. We're not going to go over his kit in the way that other people have already done that. You know, that's not our job. We're sure you guys have read it on Reddit or on the forums. So we're gonna get into a couple pointers that a couple points that I had that I wanted to talk about.
Yes, sir.
And then he's gonna give his feedback and input in the middle of it. So the Revan lead, that it's for Sith Empire and not for Sith in general. I have a problem with this because you know, I don't want to hear about Sith being too OP if they leave it for Sith in general, because that's not our fault. That's the developers' fault for making these kits too overpowered. That now they have to make a Sith character have Sith Empire specific synergy, so that it doesn't have synergy with Traya, Sion, Nihilus, and everybody else.
But I think they did that for a reason. I kind of like the fact that they don't want to bring Traya, Nihilus, and Sion back into the meta.
Traya
they owned it for so long.
Still the hardest thing to earn in this game. She's still there's still people to this day that don't have her.
Yeah, but there are people without GK for 2.5 years too.
Exactly.
It's just, I don't think that it's necessary to bring her back into the meta.
I think when you compare this
she
to
should
when
be
Jedi Knight Revan
came
out, when Jedi Knight Revan came out, why didn't he have specific just only Old Republic and Old Republic Jedi or something like that? It's just...
You're totally right, they've messed up.
Yeah, you can see that they're only doing that because of things that they've made before, and they're trying not to break the game. But you know, that's something that I wanted to touch on. You guys can leave your comments below and see if you agree with that. But I'm really upset about that, because what if I wanted to find a team where Darth Maul fits in it? What if I wanted to find a team with Sidious?
Or Vader.
And now we're limited because it's only Sith Empire. Another point I wanted to mention was that Revan's kit is very standalone enough that I'm interested to see if any other Sith leads will be more effective. AKA the two that I'm looking at are Traya and Palpatine. The reason I'm looking at Palpatine is because I'm very interested to see how his shock synergy, like how the Force Storm ability works with Palpatine. It's an unevadable, like it can't be evaded. So I want to see how that type of shock synergy with Palpatine works.
Can't be evaded, but it can be resisted.
Yes, but I mean, remember, Palpatine's lead gives potency. Like 35% potency.
So does Revan. Revan gives potency as well.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you have a bunch of potency on it, he should be landing this shock. And I'm really interested to see if Palpatine lead might be a better lead, especially because, give me a second, drink some water.
You see, here he goes complaining about the fact that he can't be with other Sith, and yet he's putting him with other Sith.
I'm gonna try and make it work, because you understand that that bothers me. But I am interested to see, because he is very standalone. Like, he's got, his uniques are not tied to the Sith Empire stuff, not everything. There are some things. Like the health equalization, that's cool. You can use it at any other time. So I definitely want to see if maybe there's another Sith leader out there that will work better than him. Especially considering that the Sith Empire characters that they're going to have behind him.
I'm super thrilled about that, to be honest with you.
I'm cool about that, but considering that those aren't the best Sith characters in the game, maybe he's not gonna be the Sith leader. We'll see. I might be talking blasphemy.
They're not. Yeah, but they're not the best Sith characters in the game right now because they don't have a good leader for them.
But even their kids aren't.
Yeah, but Revan. But if you notice something, I was looking at today is, you know, Sith Marauder gains
a bunch of
offense and a bunch of damage. And he's going to be directly correlated just with Darth Revan. He's going to work really well off him. I like that about what's going on with Darth Revan. I like that they've given us that hint about that being the best character lineup, because I don't want the same thing I had 6 months ago before Jedi Knight Revan, which was all Traya, Sion, and Nihilus. I like the mix-up of having the Old Republic, the other guys come in, which I think is pretty cool.
That's fine.
Give me a reason for farming them.
Yeah, no, I just started the Sith Marauder farm yesterday, so we'll see what happens. Okay, another thing I wanted to talk about is I'm hesitant on that new debuff that he gives the team, Ferocity, because I'm hesitant on losing negative 15% defense and negative 15% tenacity per stack.
That's exactly what helps Sith Marauder.
It's gonna get...
That's the debuff.
No, yes, it is. It's gonna help you do more damage output, so you need to wipe out the enemy team quickly.
But he's already... What the hell is that? But they talked about it already. They want him to be a very offensive player.
Yes, I understand.
So, and he should be. He's a Sith. I don't think he should be defense-oriented.
In offense, I think he's gonna climb like crazy. But in my mind, I'm trying to think defensive-wise. Like, when you hold on defense,
the problem is,
that's why he might not be the best leader.
Okay, but here's the problem. You've only focused on the bad part of that. Because you have the part about where he gains potency.
That's why I'm bringing up the things that don't bother me, and you're supposed to bring up other things.
But you have the increase in potency, the increase in offense.
It's 8%, so it's not 8%. Even it's not even the same as the amount of defense and tenacity that you're losing.
I don't think that that's a bad thing. I really don't. I think you're taking it worse than what it is. I think it actually helps the team more than it takes away from them. I
think you're going to be more vulnerable. That tenacity you're losing,
they're going to be busting
to stun, ability block, all that
Who's going to even be able to do it? They're going to break through these teams. They can't even have foresight anymore. They can't even be dodged.
We're going to see. But I wanted to bring up these points to get everybody talking. Another thing I wanted to talk about is HK, to me, seems really useful. I mean, again, this all comes down to me trying to figure out if other Sith are going to work with Revan. But to me, HK seems really useless without Revan. And the fact that all his abilities are with Revan in the lead. It's not even when Revan's on the field, like maybe Chase and or Mission and Zalbar. No, it's when he's in the lead. So I wonder, like, if there is a better Sith leader or something else that you're going to use. If HK's rework just becomes crap, like it's useless, and he doesn't have joy synergy. So I think HK's rework is going to be something to keep an eye on.
But I think that one of the things that's cool about HK that's kind of flying under the radar, I think, is actually I saw it in the comment section. I totally agree with it in our last video. The fact that he has an AOE tenacity down. You're talking about the amount of debuffs plus the increased potency that he's getting from that ability you just read. I mean, they're going to be great. HK is going to be absolutely needed for Revan. I have zero problem with HK not being needed in other lineups because he is directly correlated with Revan. And like I saw on the video, I don't like him on a droid one.
To his lead. I think it should just be if Revan's on the field.
Okay.
That's my point. I kind of don't like that. So I wanted to mention that Bastilla, I think she's the better character of the two because she still has the Sith tag.
And the better character out of him and her and Revan?
Out of her and HK of the two.
Oh, okay.
I think because she still has the Sith tag. So if you decide to bring in those other Sith, she can still get any bonuses like that.
No, she's definitely the best one.
Like when you bring in Traya, and that cleansing, she can still get that. HK is going to be a liability on that team if you wanted to use Traya.
Well, HK was never used in that team anyway. So
no, I know, but it's going to be a new team. It's going to be a new team.
Yeah, agreed.
So I definitely think that Bastilla is going to be the better of the two characters.
But you're talking about if you're running a different lead.
If you're running a different lead.
Okay, all right.
But not even, because if you're running Revan lead and you have Bastilla and HK, you have those two other slots that you want to fill. Say you don't want to fill it with Sith Marauder, Sith Assassin, or Sith Trooper. Say you want to throw in Scion and Traya for the cleanse that she offers the Sith people. HK is not going to get those benefits, but Bastilla will.
That's not her leadership?
No, it's not her leadership. No, it's not. It's her unique.
Okay.
So it's
oh, that's right. That's ridiculous.
I'm very intrigued by that. So I think Bastilla is the best one, and for me, I'm taking it like I know I'll gear up Bastilla for the event more versus HK. I'm not going to go crazy on HK because I know that I want to try and experiment with these teams. And then I like that they're adding the Sith Empire tag to like Assassin, Trooper, and Marauder. I know we talked about that. But again, I'm hesitant to see if they keep the Sith tag. Because if not, it's going to ruin their current synergies that they have with other teams. Like the Nightmare teams
Specifically
Sith Trooper. Yeah, Sith Trooper. Because if he loses the Sith tag, is he going to be able to taunt when a Sith ally uses an ability? So I'm very intrigued by it. I like it, but at the same time, I'm hesitant. And this was the same feeling I had when I first heard about that whole Sith Empire in the reworks. I was concerned that Revan was going to come and be a Sith Empire only leader, and that's what
So you're upset. So you're upset that Revan, not that Revan has a Sith Empire, but he doesn't also have the Sith tag.
I'm very annoyed by that. You know that I love the Sith, so I really wanted to have a full pool of players.
I like the idea of keeping the Old Republic Sith, and I like the idea of keeping the Old Republic Jedi separate from regular Jedi and regular Sith. Again, this is just another example of CG not being consistent in what they do, and not in totally. Be honest with you, I just don't think they think before they act. Sometimes they just do things and it just doesn't work out. So the fact that they didn't, after seeing this, after putting the Sith Empire, they should have done a Jedi Empire. Not a Jedi like Old Republic tag where they aren't just regular Jedi anymore.
Yeah.
So that's just another example. We're not going to get into that.
So
I like his kit. I think it's really interesting. That whole fear debuff has me freaking out because that thing is amazing. And his ability, what's it called? The new ability he's got.
He's got Force Storm. Are you talking about the attacks or uniques?
Uniques.
I know the names.
No, the Force Storm is amazing. That it gives all the shock.
You're talking about the health equalization, or
that one's good. It's like
the one that the enemies can't assist or gain bonus.
That's absurd. And the fact that he can remove foresight.
Oh yeah, that's why.
That's absurd, bro. Like, here's the thing. What are you gonna do now? So now, guess what? The next character that comes out has to have something in their kit that has like you can't like the lock. It has the lock around the foresight.
Like a locked foresight.
Like a locked foresight. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Look, I've already told you guys in a couple of the videos what. Oh no, you guys actually haven't heard that video yet. This is gonna be coming out first. We have other videos coming out, guys. Grand Arena. Make sure to watch it. Anyway, I'm running against this because I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna run the triple cleanse. I don't know if I'm gonna have Sharut yet, but I'm definitely gonna have Rex as my lead.
You're gonna try the triple cleanse.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the triple cleanse, but I think I want to have Rex lead with GK because they predicate themselves obviously on their ability to put debuffs. So the best thing about having the triple cleanse is that obviously Rex does tenacity up even if he has a debuff. But if I can make my Sharut faster than theirs, I can put tenacity up with him. Maybe try to make sure that I resist some of those
lead gives plus
debuffs.
Speed, so we will see what happens. We will see what happens.
Let's see, man.
I'm intrigued what happens with all of this. I've got some things too. I want to run teams with Visas
Blow
against
me up,
them.
by the way. Blow me up in the comment section if you think that's retarded. Why not put Visas in that lineup on the triple cleanse?
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
how about that heal? Oh my god!
If Revan comes around and takes over the meta, you're gonna see a lot of Sith and Visas against each other because Visas does so much anti-Sith synergy.
Exactly.
I'm intrigued to see how this all plays out. I'm upset about this whole Revan thing and the Sith Empire thing. It really does grind my gears.
Grind his gears.
Since I spent $70.
Yanks your chain.
But it's okay. We'll see what happens. You know, I can't wait. They haven't confirmed the date, but that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. We wanted to make a different video. Rather than just covering his kit.
We'll leave the link to it in the description below.
Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.
Over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
You underestimate my power!
Don't try it! High ground! You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them! High ground! I loved you! High ground! High ground. It's not the high ground way. I mean the Jedi way. You know what I'm saying. I'm saying I've beaten you and I'm on the high ground, so. High ground!